I'll go ahead and start. I mean, it's obvious you're a man of many talents. Baseball player, defensive tackle, and then lately playing on the offense. What has that been like?
It's been fun just getting out there, just showing my athletic ability, and just, I don't know, it's pretty interesting to have the coach just trusting me enough to go out there and put me out there on offense and stuff.
When did Coach Swinney first approach you about that?
He approached me in camp about it, and just never got to it. And then probably about 2 days or so before the Georgia game, we started working on it, and then we've just been working on it ever since. And I'm always ready when they get down within like 40 yards going in.
What was your thought when he first asked you about it?
I mean, I played offensive guard in high school a lot, and so it was really easy to transition. I was like, well, it's fine, whatever we do to take to help the team. So it didn't really bother me at all to do it.
Were you recruited as an offensive lineman by some
I was
schools?
recruited at a lot of schools as an offensive lineman, and Clemson was actually one of the few schools that recruited me as a defensive lineman.
What did it mean to you to have the start on the defensive line on Saturday?
It meant a lot. It was my first start, so I mean, it was really good to get out there. I was actually pretty nervous going into it, but I got out there, and it was actually one of the rare times we needed to go on defense first. So it was pretty fun.
And I wondered about it because it was down to Clemson and Maryland for you. Mm-hmm. Was that your first trip back since making the decision?
Yeah, that was my first trip back in Maryland since making the decision. And got to see some of my family up there, so it was good.
How's that rotation going at DT?
It's all over the place right now with Carlos being out, so we're just trying to fill in a spot right now and then build him back up until he comes back.
Do you guys feel like you have pretty good competition at that spot besides Grady? I think it's like 4 of you guys that have started a game at defensive tackle side this year. It seems like there's a lot of good competition.
Yeah, there's really good competition. Always real good competition in our room, our meeting room. We push each other a lot, and we all look after each other, so it makes for a good time.
Grady set the tone?
Grady does lead well. He really does set the tone. He gives us that focused mentality to go out there and play.
What is it about?
I was going to say, you've been going since before the spring. Are you tired right now?
Nah, not really. I'm not that tired. Just
sometimes, does it get mentally wearing at times to go from one to the other and maybe not have that break that you might normally have?
Yeah, it does get mentally wearing, but these guys keep me up around here and always keep me laughing, so they kind of keep my mind distracted. I'm always having fun.
Do you talk? I mean, it's kind of a rarity now when one guy is playing 2 sports at a big time school. Do you talk to other guys maybe in the same situation? Maybe, I don't know, maybe Jameis Winston, maybe a Bruce Ellington?
No, I don't really talk to any of those guys. I didn't really know any of them.
Yeah. What are your plans for this spring with baseball? Have you talked with Coach Liggett about that?
We'll probably talk about it after the season. I haven't really talked about it right now because we're just in the midst of a good season, good run.
Have you done any kind of workouts or done anything over
there? No, not over there. Just over here.
How surprised are people that don't know you when they find out that you do play baseball? Generally, it seems like it's a quarterback or something like that. It's kind of rare for a lineman to be a baseball player.
I think it catches a lot of people off guard, and everybody always gives me that like, "What? Look!" And it's just, so it's pretty funny. Just a little reaction.
And Kirk Herbstreit, I think, gave you some dap as a pitcher.
Yeah, he did.
You're listed as a backup behind Grady. Look at the depth chart, and so when Deshaun was out, I guess maybe the conventional wisdom says maybe Josh steps into that role. When did you find out you were starting, and were you surprised at all?
I've been working with the first group for just that whole week, so I kind of figured I was. I started playing that. I usually just play nose guard behind Grady, and started playing the 3 techniques. I'm in camp, and then so I finally am getting the hang of it, and now I know how to play both. So he feels comfortable in playing me where he thinks I need to be at the time.
What's the biggest difference between the 2 spots, the nose and the 3 technique?
One's an inside technique and one's kind of an outside technique, and it's a little bit just the blocking schemes you get in certain situations in both of those positions.
Which do you feel more comfortable playing?
I probably feel more comfortable playing 2 just because I played it all my freshman year. But I mean, I can always go out there and play the 3.
What in the 2 sports, what do you enjoy more? Or is it kind of when you're playing football, is it I'm having a good time playing football, when you're playing baseball, you're having a good time playing
That's pretty much how it is. I just like to stay busy, and I just love the competition. and just thrive off the competition. So that's really the most thing I enjoy about it. It's just going out there and playing and competing against people.
Is baseball practice a piece of cake compared to football, or is it more demanding in its own way?
It's pretty demanding. I mean, it seems longer than football practice does because we're constantly moving, doing stuff, and there's a lot of teaching in baseball practice and a lot of repetition. So it gets tough in both sports just to be out there and just because you don't watch film that much in baseball, so you got all that film hours you spend in the football field out there on the field.
You guys have been pretty consistent as a run defense this year, as that core of rotating interior linemen. Is that something that you particularly take pride in?
I think, yeah, because we go out there and think about it as every down's a paw drill if it comes to running the ball, and we're starting to attack more on the pass. But I think just always having that rotation, that fresh legs, and we work really hard. We use our leverage for us, and so we just stay low and play together.